Hello everyone and welcome back. So in our previous lecture we learned what is curl of a vector field and its physical significance. In this particular lecture we will do some problems based on curl of a vector field. In example 1 r bar is given, we have to find curl r bar. So curl r bar. So curl r bar means what is nabla cross r bar. How will find curl? By determinant. So first row will be I, j and then k. And then for nebula bar we can write del del x, del del y and then del del z. And r bar, components of r bar are x, y and then what? Z. Now we expand this determinant. So it will be how much? Del z by del y minus del y by del z minus j cap into this row, this column vanish, del z by del x minus del x by del z plus next is k into del y by del x minus del y by del x. Now since we are doing partial derivative, so if we differentiate z with respect to y, it will become 0. If we differentiate y with respect to z, it will become 0. So in that way all the terms will become 0. Since curl of a vector field is vector quantity, so we have to write what? 0 bar. Now let us move to the second problem. So here f bar is, so this will be x square plus y square plus 2xz and this will be our z square plus x square. Okay. So we have to find this vector field, curl of this particular vector field at which point? 1 comma 1 comma 1. So let us first find nebula cross f bar, which is what? I, j, k, del del x, del del y and then del del z. Now we'll write the component, which is x square minus y square plus 2xz and then we have to write in more expanded form. So let it be j del del y and then the second component is what? xz minus xy plus yz and then k del del z, it will be our z square plus x square. So now let us expand it. I cap into, so first row, first column delete. So see, if we differentiate this del del y of y square plus z square, so there is no y involved here, so it will become 0 minus, then we differentiate del del x of this term, right? Del del x of, sorry, del del z of xz minus xy plus yz minus j cap into, now this row, this column vanish, now del del x of z square plus x square, del del x of z square plus x square minus, now del del z of x square minus y square plus 2xz. Okay, so calculation part you do very carefully, because if there is one mistake then it's very difficult to find it. Okay, now k cap into this row and this column is vanish. Now it will be del del x of xz minus xy plus yz minus del del y of x square minus y square plus 2xz. Okay, now we'll differentiate it. So it's del del z of xz. So where z is involved? In this term and this term. So if we differentiate it, how much you'll get? It's minus minus, if we differentiate this with respect to z, we'll get minus x and then minus y minus j cap into, if we differentiate this, you will get twice x and from this will become 0, this will become 0, we will get minus 2x. Okay, then k cap into, what we'll get now, if we differentiate this with respect to x, z, there is also x minus y and the last term del del y of this, so this term 0, this term 0, so we will get minus twice y. Okay, so these are the term we will get. Now let us simplify it. this will cancel out. So there will be no j bar. Now we have to find nabla cross f bar at which point? The point is 1 1 1. Okay, so 1 comma 1 comma 1. So what we do, in place of x we'll put 1, in place of y also we'll put 1, in place of z 1. So if we put 1 and 1, it will be minus 2 I cap, and then if we put 1, this will become 0, minus minus plus 2 k cap. Okay, so this is the answer, 2 I cap plus 2 k cap. Now let us move to the third problem. Here you see gradient is given. Okay, gradient of this is given, then we find curl f bar. So let us find gradient of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So gradient means what? I del del x plus j del del y plus k del del z, and then x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Now you differentiate this I into, now del del x of this whole term, you will get 3x square minus 3yz. Similarly, j into 3y square minus 3xz, k into 3z square minus 3xy. Okay, now we can find curl f bar. So curl f bar is what? I, then del del x, 3x square minus 3yz, j, sorry, this is our del by del x, then del del y, this will be what? 3y square minus 3xz, and then k into del del z, here we have to write 3z square minus 3xy. Okay, now we'll expand the determinant. So what we'll get? I into this row, this column vanish. Now if we differentiate this, now we'll better write directly. So if we differentiate 3z square minus 3xy with respect to y, what you'll get? You'll get minus 3x, then minus. Now differentiate this term with respect to z, you'll get minus 3x. Okay, then minus j into the same process. So now del del x of this, you'll get minus 3y, minus del del z of this, you'll get minus 3y, and then k into this row, this column vanish. So you'll get minus 3z minus of minus 3z. So you see all the term will cancel out. This cancel, everything will be cancelled out. So what we'll get? Again the answer is what? 0 bar. Now let us take one more problem. So here phi is given. So again first we have to find what? Grade phi, gradient of phi. So gradient means what? I del del x plus j del del y plus k del del z. With this we have x square y cube and then what? Z to the power 4. So I into del del x. So if we differentiate with respect to x, it is 2x y cube z to the power 4, j into 3x square y square z to the power 4, and then k into 4x square y cube what? Z cube. Now let us find curl grade phi. So what we can write? I, then del del x, 2x y cube z to the power 4, j del del y, sorry, del del y, 3x square y square z to the power 4, and then k del del z what? 4x square y cube z to the power 4. Okay, now let us expand the determinant. So what we will get? I into, now see, if we differentiate this, there is one y, right? So what we will get? 4x square z to the power 4 you can keep outside. Now if we differentiate y cube, what will get? 3y square minus. Now when you differentiate this with respect to z, 3x square y square will be outside, and derivative of z to the power 4 is 4z cube, minus j into this row, this column vanish, del del x of this, so it will be 8x y cube z to the power 4 minus del z of this, so it will get 8x y cube z cube. And the last term k into this row, this column vanish. So we'll get 6x y square z to the power 4 minus del y of this. You'll get 6x y square z to the power 4. Okay. So this is the answer. Is there any point mentioned? Yes, 1, 1, 1. So you have to do it further. Curl grade phi. At which point? 1, 1, 1. So if you put 1, you see it will be 12 minus 12. So it will become 0. If we put 1 here, in each and every term, it's 8 minus 8, 0. This is 6 minus 6, 0. So again, we have 0 bar. Okay. Now let us take one last problem. So here curl f bar, we have to find divergence of curl f bar. So let us take f bar like this, f1 I cap, f2 j cap, and then what? f3 k cap. So first you have to find curl f bar, which is I, j, k, del x, del y, del z, and then what? f1, f2, f3. Now after expansion, what we'll get? We'll get del f2 by del y minus, so this is f3, del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z minus j cap into del f3 by del x minus del f1 by del z, and then k cap into we'll have del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. Now we'll find divergence. Divergence of what? Curl f bar. So divergence means I del x. Sorry, divergence means what? Nebula dot. So nebula is I del x, j del y, k del z. With this, we have to write the value of what? Value of this curl f bar, which is I del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z minus j into del f3 by del x minus del f1 by del z del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. Okay. Now what we'll do? We have to find the dot product. So dot product is very simple. So it's what? Del x of this term, del f3 del y del f2 del z minus del y of del f3 del x del f1 del z plus del z of, what is the last term? Del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. Now if we differentiate this, now what we can write? We can write del square f3 by del x del y, then del square f2 by del x del z minus del square f3 by del y del x minus plus del square f1 by del y del z del square f2 by del z del x and then del square f1 by del z del y. Now if you observe carefully, this term will be cancelled out with this f2 will be cancelled out with this, and this will be cancelled out with this. So what is the answer? Answer is 0. Okay. So all the examples are very easy, but all the calculation now we have to do very carefully. So I hope you understand all the examples, and thank you for watching.